Hello, good morning, and welcome to the United Way on Fancy Football. My name is Omofios. Big ups to everybody today that will watch and that is watching Fancy Football. Thank you so much for the subscription and the likes on our videos as well. Thank you so much for everything you have been doing for Fancy Football, and with your support, we intend to take this channel to much more greater height. Let's continue to talk football and everything football on Fancy Football this morning. Specifically on Manchester United. We will look at a certain transfer on Matthijs de Ligt as United suffered a delete transfer setback. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what is involved on that area. Then also, we'll look at Erik Ten Hag as he calls for patience. When I mean calls for patience, he calls for patience on signings and on the transfer market. He calls United to be patient, that the club is doing all that they can to bring in players, not just bringing in players, bringing the right players for the right position. Then we'll look at the Community Shield as well. What Ten Hag is saying about the Community Shield and where we are, and some clips on Ten Hag. So just stay tuned on Fancy Football and let's see what we can do this morning together on the United Way. Quickly, let's go into what we have today. Okay, delete setback. United have suffered a transfer setback on Matthijs de Ligt, and this is how we have to take it with a pinch of salt, in the sense that it's been reported now that Jonathan Tah will no longer be an interest for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich would not pursue that transfer, and we are looking to say, why are Bayern not pursuing that transfer at the moment? Why are they not looking at that transfer? Because the deadline for them to do the deal, I think there's a soft deadline for them to do the deal. So that soft deadline has passed. And people are saying that they don't think that Bayern will go for Jonathan Tah again, which means that in a sense they don't want they won't do the deal, and that deal might affect the delete deal. Now, in some areas, in some press are announcing that the Jonathan Tah deal has no effect on the delete deal, but there is no how it won't affect, because if you fail to bring Tah, then how will you let delete go? Yes, you might have Obabakano in that defense. You might have the guy from South Korea. What's his name? From South Korea in that defense. Who else again do they have in that defense? So which means that they cannot lose delete. They can't lose delete at the moment. There is no way for them to lose delete. So what I think might really happen at the end of the day is that, let me see. At the end of the day is that something has to play. So something have to give in. Something have to happen at the end of the day with regards to that deal. So just let me know, is that deal over? Is it off? Or are we looking at something? Do we have to look at something different when it comes to Man United? Do we have to look at something different? Because a lot of things, a lot of setback for United with regards to delete, with regards to how the transfer have gone. United started the transfer market on a positive note. They started it on a positive note, and now they are having major issues, really major issues. And I hope those issues are not issues that will really affect the club going forward. They are not issues that will dent some plans for United. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what will really happen at the end of the day, because United have to get one more defender in. They have to get one more defender in, whether we like it or not. They have to get one more defender in. And when we look at, they are no near in getting that defender. With regards to De Ligt, Manchester United move from De Ligt with Matthijs de Ligt will reportedly not be impacted by, this is meant as talking now, by Bayern's pursuit of Jonathan Tah. The Reds are pushing to bring in the former Ajax man to Old Trafford before the transfer window closes on August 30th. Erik Ten Hag has added Lenny Euro to his defensive rank for a fee of close to 52 million euros. However, the 18 years old suffered an injury during United's preseason defeat to Arsenal in the United States last month. United are now pushing to bring in another center back to the club. That's good. So this is where it is now. Is Jonathan Tah not going to Bayern Munich from Bayern Leverkusen? That deal will not affect it, but people are still saying that it will affect bringing in this guy. So I don't know what you think this morning. So tell me what you think about De Ligt to Manchester United. Will it still happen or will it not happen? Is Jonathan Tah to Bayern Munich, from Bayern Leverkusen to Bayern Munich? That deal, I think, is stuck now, and I just think that it's going to affect the De Ligt deal, because Bayern has to replace De Ligt. I think for me, the De Ligt has been waiting for United. I think for United, they want to be wise. They want to know where they want to put their money in. They don't just want to go into the deal and at the end of the day, nothing really happen. They don't want to go into that deal at the end of the day. They have setbacks left, right, center, and they don't want to overpay. To be frank, they don't want to overpay for this guy. So Bayern need 60 million euros. United are holding on to 40 million euros thereabout. So let's see what will happen. So both De Ligt and Masraoui, hopefully they will end up at United at the end of this transfer window, and that's what I think will really happen. So let's send your comment on De Ligt. Don't just send in your comment. Please kindly like the video. Kindly like this video. Please don't just waste your like the video. Let's see how many likes we can bring in this morning. So far so good. We want at least 10. I keep on saying 10 likes, not until when we get 10 likes in the video, then we can move on from there. So like the video and let's see what will happen at the end of the day. Don't just sit down. Like the video and let's see. Like and subscribe as well. Let's see what will happen. Okay, now from De Ligt, I think we need to move on from this De Ligt deal, because at the end of the day, we could spend much more time. Let's go to Erik Ten Hag and his call for patience in signings. Let's look at what Erik Ten Hag has and his call for patience in signings. So, Erik Ten Hag. So Erik Ten Hag calls for patience. He calls for patience. What is he calling for patience for? He's calling for patience in the United transfer. So far, so good. In United ability to sign players, he's calling the fan to be patient. That hopefully, at the end of the day, United will have the ability to bring in the players that they want in key areas, in priority areas, and these are the things. Time is going. The clock is ticking. This is the month of August. We virtually have less than 20-something days to the end of the transfer. So how long will the fans be patient? How long will it take for United fans to be patient? That's just it. As a United fan out there, are you patient about this season? Because just 2 signings and with no the extra defenders we asked for, no defender, no And what else again? Okay, no defender. The midfield extra that we needed is not really there, since we've suffered also a setback on the Ugarte deal, because United said they wouldn't pay 60 million euros on that deal. Then what else again? The one striker we have is injured. Hopefully we rely on what's this guy's name? Zexi. Hoyland is injured. So that department needs something else as well. The midfield needs at least 2 players. For me, Man United needs 2 players. Need to buy 2 players in that midfield. I don't know what you think. Send in your comments, likes, share, and subscribe on Fancy Football. If you think Ten Hag's call for patience is over the board, if you think Ten Hag's calls for patience in the transfer market, this transfer window is not commensurate with what you expect as a United fan, please send in your statement, please, and let's talk about it now. Let's see what is Erik Ten Hag saying. Let's see. I think he made some statement earlier today. I want to believe. Share screen. Let's see. So this is what Erik Ten Hag is saying about that transfer in his press conference yesterday. And let's see what he was talking about in that press conference. So,
obviously Harry Maguire missed the game against Liverpool. I just wondered how he was and how everybody else is.
Harry Maguire missed the game. Yeah, it was precaution, but there's still a question mark for Saturday. So we have a training. We have to see whether he's fit enough or not to be available.
What about Victor?
Victor, yeah, he played, but also he's a question mark, and also Asa and Luke Shaw, they are also both question marks. We have to assess them tomorrow.
Just in terms of the players who didn't go to the USA, who played in the Euros and Copa America, how easy will it be for them to play in the game at Wembley on Saturday?
Wow, that is individual based, and every has a different background. We all put them on off-season programs, but they have all different starts as well in the preseason. In the weeks we were in the USA, so from individual to individual, we will assess them and then make a decision whether they start or they come from the bench or they don't play.
Okay, Erik Ten Hag is now talking about players' fitness currently now, with respect to where he thinks some of his players, elite players, are. The likes of Maguire currently out with injury. Lindelof is also a doubt for Sunday's match as well. For Saturday's match, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, they are all doubt for Saturday's match. Maguire is out. Then for players that are just coming back from the Euros, Erik Ten Hag is saying that they're going to assess those players based on their fitness level, if they could play against Manchester City. So, with respect to this is what the manager, I believe that the manager thinks. I think every player that is fit, that is currently not injured, will be assessed, especially for those that are coming back from the Euros. They will be assessed. They will be looked at. They will be checked out by the physio whether these players are fit to play or not going forward. So I think it's a good one for Erik Ten Hag. So let's keep on playing the clips. Let's see what he been saying with regards to other issues. What he's been saying with regards to other issues.
So, I was just thinking that if there are doubts over Harry and Victor,
sorry, let's go back to the video itself. Sorry.
Is Martinez able to play central defence, or would you have to look at another option?
No, we think about Licha to be involved in the game.
And can I just ask you one question about a player who was on the trip, Mason Mount, who had a very difficult time last season. He did well in the USA. What are you expecting from him this season?
Yeah, we know he's a high class player, and just bringing his skills in. And so last season he had a very bad season, a very tough season for him because of all his injuries. So we are now very pleased. He has had a very good preseason, and I'm sure he will now, from this point on, contributing to the team. But you stay fit. But it counts for every player.
Erik, you've said you're eager to do business. Have you got any update in terms of how close you might?
Okay, Erik Ten Hag was asked about Mason Mount, and he said he hoped that Mason Mount is fit. He hoped that Mason Mount have that bonfire in him, especially with the injury history that he has had all throughout last season when he was when he signed for United from Chelsea. He hoped that everything changes from Mason Mount. So let's move on. Let's move on and listen to Ten Hag on the issue of transfers now. Let's see what he's gonna say on the issues of transfers.
Might be to bring in a new face.
When we have news, we will announce it now. But you see in the market, it is quite quiet still. But we have done our business. We have done 2 deals, and but yeah, it's about timings, and it's about the market options, and it's about in the right moment do the right things.
In the last few days, particularly, you've been heavily linked with a central midfield. Have you been able to identify the player that you want to try and recruit in an ideal world in that position?
I don't go into details where we are now in recruitment and where we are working on. Of course, we know what we're doing. I think we are in a good position with the squad, and just for you, just wait, patience, and in the right moment, we will tell you.
Okay. Well, on this video, Erik Ten Hag was asked about the transfers, and this was the place he called. He called for patience. He called for patience from the United faithfuls at the end of the day. He called for patience, and he was asked about what are the plans for transfers, and he said he's not going to go into details of transfers now at the moment. He won't go into those details, those nitty-gritty. But all that he wants are the United fan and the press to be patient. This is not a place to come and talk about which player the club wants to sign or which player the club will sign. But all he just needs is that all he knows that United will do more deals. It's all about timing. It's all about getting the right players in the right position. I think I so much agree with him, but time is not on United's side. They need to get those players in virtually almost today will make it a week or the next 7 days they will play Fulham at Old Trafford in the season opener. So they need to get those players in quickly. So that's what I think. That's what I believe Ten Hag and his and the Ineos group should do now. So let's quickly. I think we still have to go into other look at the transfer itself as a whole. So let's see the interview itself as a whole. Once again, let's continue with the Erik Ten Hag interview.
Do you have to sell before you can buy? Is that part of the patience required?
No, we are ready. We did already. We bought already, and I said we have a squad where is in every position there is a double occupation.
And just finally on Jadon Sancho, he's played centrally for you in the last couple of games pre-season. Do you expect him, or are you going to challenge him to play centrally for you while we're waiting for Rasmus to get fit?
No, but with Jaden, I think he can play across the whole front line, so
Yeah.
he's an option for more than one position, and it depends on how you set up the team. Um, you can look at your own tactics, game model, but also to opponents what fits the best. So what is necessary for a game, and Jaden is he has some abilities, and you can use in a game, and you can use in your tactics into the next game.
Okay, last question in this section.
Okay, Ten Hag was asked about Jadon Sancho and how he will use the player. And he said he will use him. And the press asked him whether he's going to use him in the striking role. And he said Jaden has a special ability. I think he has a special ability, and he knows that he's a wonderful player, and he can play across the front three, whether it is left or right. We saw him in the Champions League playing on the right hand side. At United, I think for the few games he played in United since he joined United, he has played on the right hand side, and even in the preseason he played on the left. No, he played on the left hand side. So he said he can use him as in a special. So I think not to forget that United still have Zexi in that team. Hopefully, let's see what will happen during. I think the Community Shield might not give us a clear picture on how United will set up against Fulham on Friday next week, but it's still going to give us a slight clue on what Erik Ten Hag will do with his team going forward. So, guys, this was Ten Hag interview with regards to how he will play and what is really going on in the transfer market and injury updates from some players as well. So hopefully we hope that as we go into the Community Shield on Saturday against City, that we have a clear picture of what United wants to do and how they want to play going forward. I know the City match is a huge mountain to climb, but at the end of the day, they might United will succeed at the end of the day. It's just going forward, they really have to up their game. We saw them in the preseason. I was not really happy, but preseason matches don't really tell the full story of what will happen in the preseason. But in the league for 9 months, it don't really tell what will happen. It's just to get players' fitness back and discover some other young players that you can bring into the first team. That's how I see the preseason business. So, guys, tell me what you think. I'm waiting for you. So let's interact. Let's chat. Let's talk. What do you think about the Erik Ten Hag and his interview? What do you think about it? How do you think United should approach the transfer market? Or should there be a change in approach in the transfer market for United? Let's see. I don't know if United will change their approach, but this is what it is at the moment. So United changing their approach I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. So for those that are watching us, please like, share, and subscribe. Just like and share. Like this video and subscribe. And subscribe to Fancy Football if you're watching us for the first time. And hopefully you will help us grow. That's what we want to grow. We want to be like others as well. So let's see where it takes us to. So what do you think about Erik Ten Hag's interview yesterday and the way forward? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think about Erik Ten Hag's interview and the way forward for United? We just on the 23, we just spent 23 minutes talking about United. So let's react to what we have. Just like the video, please. Just like. Okay, guys. With regards to players that United wants, I think for the Ugarte deal is done and is long gone. United will not go back for Ugarte. That I'm sure of. If they go back for Ugarte, that means there's a change in mind from a PSG. Then the De Ligt Sarawi deal is still on. The club are still talking to the players and the representative behind the scene. United is looking for a breakthrough. I think they have to meet. United have to meet Bayern Munich at a certain point, and also Bayern Munich have to meet United also at a certain point. This is how I think. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what will happen at the end of the day on the United way. On the United way on Fancy Football, we'll continue to bring you updates on what is really going on in the Manchester United world and how we think Erik Ten Hag should start the season, because I don't think we are prepared. And I've asked this question time and time again. Do you think Manchester United is prepared? For this season? Do you think? Even with the structure being laid down by the Ineos group, do you really think that United are prepared? Preparations for the new season, is it on track? Is it where are they with respect to signings? Only 2 signings, and it brought excitement. But the moment we started hearing this, that, we started hearing complaint from one point to another, then I knew something is not really right with the way we've heard that there's no money. United have to sell to buy, and Ten Hag said, so far so good. United have signed 2 players. And the issue of buying to sell, he doesn't really think that that's the case. It's just he feels that the United fans have to be patient. The United fans have to wait and see what they are up to going forward. So, and for me, I think that is the way to go. So tell me what you think for with respect to the Erik Ten Hag's interview yesterday about Sancho, about how he wants to deploy Sancho, about transfers, and about injuries as well. Remember. I said that the likes of Harry Maguire, the likes of Wan-Bissaka, the likes of Victor Lindelof, they are doubtful for Luke Shaw as well. They are all doubtful for Sunday for Saturday's match, Community Shield match against Manchester City. They are doubtful. So, if you tell me what you think this day, and let's see, let's talk transfer, let's talk Manchester United in the let's talk Manchester United on Fancy Football now. Please send in your comments and let's see. The football fan zone said big ups Fancy. Yeah, big ups to you too. Thank you so much. Big ups to you too. Thank you so much. I hope you finished your show. I hope you did finish your show. So let's see. So where sometimes United fans will ask, where are United on the Sandbox deal? Is Fofana still coming to United? Who else again in that midfield? So, but all in all is that going to Saturday's match. Keep on using the word Sunday. Saturday's match with Manchester City. Going to that match, there are a lot of positive, and there will be a lot of negatives at the end of the day. So it does depend on how we take it on either side. So guys, thank you so much for. Like, I want to say thank you so much for your like and subscription. Like I said, keep the likes coming, keep the subscription coming. It doesn't end here. We keep on talking Manchester United on Fancy Football. We keep on talking about it. We'll bring you breaking news as news break, and hopefully let's see what will happen at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of the show on Fancy Football, and hopefully we will be right back here, or maybe later if there's any breaking news with respect to United. See you.